guys, welcome back to my channel. It's yours truly, Lauren, and I'm back with another video. So today's video has been very highly requested from JHU 2023, and it's just like a really common question that I've gotten since I've been back from school, from family, friends, and even strangers. And so today's video will be about what classes I took my freshman year at Johns Hopkins. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So let me just preface this and say that, what was I gonna say? Oh, that I'm majoring in neuroscience and I am pre-med. So that has a little bit to do with what classes I took, and yeah. Sorry y'all, somebody called me, and also I went and got my laptop because I just want to also tell y'all what professors I had for the classes. I took Introduction to Chemistry 2. Oh, last time I called it Gen Chem, it was Intro to Chem. So Intro to Chem 1 fall semester, Intro to Chem 2 second semester, and I had it at 9 o'clock on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 9:50. And for that professor, I had I don't know if he a doctor or professor, but Professor KARLIN. What can I say? I guess it all depends on your skill level in chemistry, on how the professors are for you. For me, it was just like, it wasn't enough explaining, and like the way there was a lot of explaining, just not in the way that I could understand. So I had to go take other measures to actually understand the material. Sorry y'all, I just realized that I didn't give y'all the professors for the rest of my classes of the fall. So I'm just gonna go through them. For Intro to Chem 1, I had Professor Goldberg. For Intro to Chem Lab, I had Dr. SUNITA and Professor Young. Those are the two people I also have for Chem Lab 2. Intro to Bioethics is taught by Professor Bach. What I will say about her is that she answers questions in class, and the answers take in-depth answers. So class will mostly be spent with her like reading her lectures on her PowerPoint and answering questions. And then you have a session class for Intro to Bioethics. And that class is with a TA, a graduate TA. Well, mine was a graduate TA. And that's when we would go over the readings that were assigned for that class. And we would like talk about stuff basically. So the readings that she assigns need to be done to discuss in the sessions, not in the actual lectures. For BBC, we had Dr. Gorman, Dr. Linda Gorman, and she is now retired. She retired our spring semester. So unfortunately, if you take BBC, you will not have Dr. Gorman. Professor Gorman. I don't know if they're doctors or professors, y'all. I'm sorry. But Professor Gorman, she was really, really good and really, really passionate about neuroscience and what she was teaching. So that was a really good class for her to teach. Intro to Hopkins was done by Professor Rivera. I don't think she works for Hopkins anymore. I think the semester, actually she doesn't. The semester that we were taking her class, she actually stopped working at Hopkins before the class was over, but she still came and like kind of taught the class. And it was also, we also have a TA who helped us in that class too. And then for Studio Drum, we have Professor Murphy, and she's really good at art. I mean, obviously you have to be good at art to be an art teacher, so I guess that's, I don't know, implied. But she's good at art, and she's really like lenient depending on what you do and what you need. So for spring semester, I had, like I said, I had Chem 2 with Professor KARLIN, and then I had Chem Lab 2 with Dr. Young, and Chem Lab 2 was way easier for Chem Lab 1 for me, just because like there's a little bit more explanation of what like they want as far as answers and like tests and stuff go. I would just say more transparency for Chem Lab 2. And then I had Neuroscience Cognitive, which was taught by Professor Brenda Rapp, and she's actually so cool. Like, she has her own research lab, and she's doing like stuff with neuroscience, and it's great and awesome. And this class is a flipped classroom, so that means like on Tuesdays you go, well, it depends. One day you go with the with your instructor and your TA, and then the next day of the week you would go to lecture with Professor Rapp, or vice versa, depending on your section of the class. Yeah, it works for some people, it doesn't work for other people. Her exams were similar to BBC, maybe a little bit easier, I'm not sure, but you don't get a cheat sheet. And it's about the same amount of information or more. And then I took expository writing, which was my writing intensive for the semester, because you need 4 writing intensives to graduate. And it was called What is Love? I liked that class. It was very, very interesting. It's taught by Professor KOULLAS. Actually, I don't know, because she's doing her postdoc. So I don't know if she'll be available to teach whoever, like, use this class or not. Like, I don't know. The way she was explaining something to us, but I don't really know. But it was taught, I got taught by Professor KOULLAS, and KOULLAS, I don't know how to pronounce it. And it was very interesting. It was just like basically talking about different philosophers' views of love. And then the last class that I took was Introduction to Social Psychology. That was a very, very interesting class. The only thing I'll say about that is you have to take diligent notes, because he does not give you your PowerPoint after or before the class for you to have and review on your own, like most professors do. So basically, you studying for the test, you will only have your notes, and obviously maybe your friends or whoever you study with, y'all's notes like that came from his mouth or from the PowerPoint. And he tells a lot of memoirs that do apply to the test, so you have to like pay attention and remember and write that stuff down as well. But I did enjoy the class, very interesting. I just think psychology and neuroscience are interesting, obviously, because I'm a neuroscience major. Yeah, so I took Intro to Chem 2, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 9:50. Introduction to Chemistry Laboratory 2 on Tuesdays from 1:30 to 4:20, so the same period I took my Chem Lab 1. And then Neuroscience Cognitive I had on Tuesdays from 10:30 to 11:45, and Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:45. Expository Writing, I took that on Mondays and Wednesdays from 12 to 1:15. And then Introduction to Social Psychology, I took Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 to 11:50. So yeah, it was cutting it close from walking from social psych to What is Love, but only because this particular semester, What is Love was held like a 5 to 7 minute walk from campus. Oh yeah, in social psych I had Professor DRIGOTAS. Yeah, so that was both of my class schedules for fall and spring semester of my freshman year at Hopkins. So, and that was also 13 credits, because I basically had the same issue as fall semester with spring semester. But this upcoming semester, I am taking 17 credit hours. So, let me know if y'all have any more questions about my freshman experience at Hopkins or Hopkins experience in general. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. Yours truly, Lauren.
Ice cold, sexy little mama looking ice cold. Girl, I know you put on all the right clothes. I just wanna take you to the night show.